So your family is at Mr. Pizza to celebrate your birthday, and your family wanted to order two 9-inch pizzas. However, the waitress said that they ran out of 9-inch pizzas, and she said that she has better offer. 4 6-inch pizzas instead of 4 6-inch pizzas instead of two 9-inches for the same price. Would you accept this offer? Why or why not? And the problem is you don't have much time to decide because there is a whole football team waiting in line after their game. So they're super hungry. All right? So now, before making any calculations, what would you think will be a better deal? Okay? So I want you to discuss with you guys and then come up with what could be a better deal and why or why not.
Do you want us to write it on this or on this?
Whatever you want. Okay?
Depends on how many members in your family, right? If 9 plus 9 is 18, right? And then you have 4 6-inches.
But then it's a birthday, so you probably more inches. Your mom.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna order two 9-inch pizzas and
It would be 18 slices in total.
that'd be 18 inches in total. You don't know how many slices there are.
Oh, that's true. 18 inches.
Yeah, and then you get 24 for
And then 4 times 6 inches is
24.
It's 24, so you'd have more inches overall, so you get more pizza.
But then the football team's behind you waiting. You're going to take up time.
so. We have to say which one's a better deal. We have to say why or why not.
Would you like to start drawing the models so maybe you guys can see what is actually going on?
This is cool because my brother's birthday's tomorrow.
So. So.
I would take the two 9-inch. I mean,
2 9-inch?
no, 4 6-inch.
I was gonna say that. I think it's better to do that. Because you have more, even though the pieces are smaller, you would still have more. And it would be the same price, so wouldn't you want more for the same price?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, we write that down?
Donna, what do you think about this one?
Wait, so the pizza has 8 slices, but we don't know if it's 24 inches.
8 slices? What do you mean 8 slices?
No, wait, so, oh yeah, 4 divided by 6.
Okay, but what was your last question? Where do we get what? Inches?
24 inches.
24 inches. So where is your thinking going with that number? Why did you ask that question?
All the pizzas would add up to 24 inches.
Does it?
There,
Go ahead.
there are 4 of them, and there's each 6 inches, so 6 times 4.
Okay.
So you get more pizza with the 4 6s than the 6s.
Okay, so are you telling me that since it's gonna add up to the greater number, you think that they are getting more pizza?
For the same price.
Okay.
Could be.
And the lady also said that she has a better.
All right. So now Kyler is saying that it could be a smaller slices. So what are you really comparing when we are thinking about this size and that size?
more slices.
Are we thinking about the length of the pizza? Or do we think about
of the
how
circumference.
much you are eating?
Think of the circumference of how much you're eating at the same time.
What do you think about her comment? I don't know.
Well, the circle's gonna be even, so length and width would be the same. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe an oval.
Mm-hmm. So when we are thinking about a better deal, what is a better deal for you?
More for less.
More for less. Good. So now we know that they are both at the same price, right? So we want more pizza, right? How do we know which one gives us more?
They're usually 12 slices of one pizza.
But it's smaller than 9 inches, so it might just be 8 instead of 12 slices. So it would probably look the same, it's still small.
But we don't know how many slices it is.
We just know how many inches.
Okay.
We don't even know if the inches is circumference or area. We don't know what they're talking about, like how they measure it.
Good. I like what Andrew just shared with you guys. What did he just say? What are the two things that he just mentioned?
The area and
Uh-huh. So what are we actually comparing then?
The size.
the size.
The size of the pizza is tied to what?
Just try to the deal.
Right, the deal. But we want to eat more. Then how can we find out which deal will give us more to eat? What are we looking at then? Now let's go back to the vocabulary that Andrew used. And circumference and what was the other one? Area. What are we actually looking at? Let's make sense of this problem first. Are we looking at the length of the pizza? Or are we looking at how much we are
It was
eating?
inches, so
It could be going this way or this way. So we don't know.
So we need to decide what we are looking at first, right? If you want to eat more, are we looking at the area or circumference?
Area.
Yeah.
Right, good. Then, is it a good starting point for you guys?
yeah.
All right, then talk about it.
And remember how to do area?
It was like, no, I remember I was tutoring someone. It was like, it was the circle, and there is an example of pizza, and then it was like something like this, like that, and then they had to times it by like 4.15. I forgot.
Was it pie?
It was pi, yeah, it was pi.
2 point,
It's 3.14.
2 pi r.
3.14. And then like he always gave us, and then like last year they were always think of like the pi that's in a circle, right? And then times it by the 3.14, and then you can find the area.
And pi r squared.
Do you agree with the formula?
I'm still not aware.
Still not aware of the pi thingy?
Yeah.
Because like, do you remember last year how it would always make circles and then like find the circumference and then like find the area of the circle, and then you would always have to times whatever the number they gave you, like 3 inches for example, and then times it by 3.14, and then whatever your outcome was, that was how much wait, I forgot what this one said for half.
That was radius.
Yeah.
And the full diameter.
And then they were talking, and they're not just talking about half a pizza, because I mean, like, why would you want half a pizza? We're talking about everything. So then that would be.
When would we get the whole answer and then multiply by 2? Since it was only half.
And there's 2 9 pizzas, so
So-
we can start off with the 9 first,
And then multiply it by 3.14.
yeah, we can start off with that. Does anyone have any objections or any different ideas?
Because that's all we know. That could be what they're talking about.
So are we in agreement of the area formula then?
Yeah.
What is it?
9 times 3.14. For to find.
Well, it's
Okay,
9
pi. Okay, so Donna is saying pi r squared is the area. Do y'all agree with it?
Pi,
That is
yeah.
a correct formula. Okay.
Pi.
Okay. Then what is r?
Radius.
That's
Radius.
radius.
Okay.
And then you square it.
Mm-hmm. Good.
And then 3.14 times itself.
Radius is the whole, right?
No,
Radius
radius
is the half.
diameter.
So
So then 3.14 times itself again because it's squared.
No, we're multiplying by half. We're not squaring that.
We're multiplying 3.14 times the radius or 3 and then we square the final answer.
Oh, no. This was just an example. Don't copy the 3 part.
Is 9 the radius or the diameter?
The 9, well, the 9, I mean, because they didn't say it's half a pizza strip that equals 9 inches.
Probably the whole
It's,
pizza.
yeah, it's the whole pizza.
So now we have to
So it'd be 9 inches
Nine.
across.
so it'd be wouldn't that be 3.14 times
9.
0.5.
radius? Wait, radius is
Half.
half. So that half of 9,
Yeah, 4.5. So
4.5, and then yeah, we have to square it out.
3.14 times. Wait, do we write down what we would do or just do the math?
Did we answer the first question?
My mouth is like all over the place. I can't think. Sky, get a drink of water.
All right, let's pause here for a second because it seems like everybody's doing pi times the radius, right? Now let's take a look at the formula that you guys identified that that's the one that we need to use, right? Pi r squared. Now looking at the order of operation, what has to be done first? Exponents. What are we doing first? Uh-huh. All right.
I got 20.25.
no, you have to move the decimal. Right there. Those alphabets, it's till you move it to the right or to the left.
I got
20.20?
25.
So, should we talk about what Maya has and Donna has?
I got 20.25.
I got 25.
Oh yeah, it was-
63.58.
did you put the 20 first or the 13? 13.14?
It is.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a bigger number on top because that's how it works.
So it's 20.25 times
Yeah, I think money.
What did you get, Donna?
I got 6,358.50.
Did you move the decimal point?
What'd you get, Donna?
63.585.
So what does that stand for? Hmm? The area of what?
The 1
Okay, so do you guys all agree with her?
63.585.
Okay, so the area of 1 9-inch pizza is 63, about 63, right? Square inch. So then, are we done with the problem? So can we answer which one will be a better deal?
No, we
No,
still need to do
what has to come next?
6-inch pizzas.
Okay, good.
So 1 inch
So the 2 9-inch pizzas that's approximately like 64 inches.
it's yeah, it would be approximately 64. And then do the same thing for the 6 inch, right? So it's gonna be 6 inch 3. Half pieces.
Square that.
G squared 3.
Oh, that's right. So that's 9.
Alright, are you guys all ready to share what you guys have?
Yeah, but we gotta remember we're getting 4 of those, so we gotta multiply it by 4 after, and we also have to do that to the 9-inch because we never did that to the 9-inch.
9-inch we only did 2.
9-inch times
113 pizzas, slices. How do we indicate area?
Multiply 63.
6 inches and 113.
So 4, so that's approximately 113 inches in area.
What's the dimension?
Wouldn't be inches.
Wouldn't it be like something square?
What it was square? Which unit it was square?
Square inch.
And okay, so I want you to talk about your answers. So let's go back to the question. So how would you make a quick decision? And you guys were all thinking about adding up the answers, right? The inches, right? So based on calculation, which one is a better deal? And I want you to explain why. So what do you think? I want you to think about it.
Well, without thinking about it, it sounds like the better deal because you're getting more pizzas.
But based on calculation, what are your findings?
Inch pieces.
Why? I want you to explain it to each other. What did you say, Kyler?
It has the centimeters because when we ended up squaring the answer and multiplied it by 3.14 for 9 inches, we ended up getting more than what we did with the 4/6 inches.
What do you mean by more? What is more?
Like more centimeters or whatever units would be.
4 centimeters? More inches? Inches squares of pizzas. But how much more? Why?
We get 14 more inches.
14 more inches? Can you clarify your answer more? Sky, Donna said like you guys are getting 14 more inches. Do you guys agree with her statement?
Yes, because if you subtract 170 by 113.04, you get 14.1304. But we consider 14 inches more.
Wait, what'd you get?
14 when you subtract, you get 14.130.
Because I learned up the decimal. It's approximately.
You're not supposed to line
Yeah,
up the
it's
Okay.
okay. It's just approximately
14 what?
14 inches more.
14 inches more? Like, Maya, you're saying 14 inches more. Kyler is saying 14 inches squared more. What are we really comparing here? The area. So when we pay attention to the units, are we comparing the length or the area? Okay, so what should be then the proper unit for your differences that you found? Inch or inch square?
Inches, because squared would just make it more.
We don't really.
In the beginning, it was only squared because we had to figure out two. We already did the
Yeah,
squared.
so just plain inches.
So it's just 15 inches long. 6 squares.
Do you guys all agree with that?
Yeah.
What do you think, Donna? Because I know you have that look of thinking.
I do. I think the 14 inches square. If you're taking,
Finish up your current conversation, you have 1 minute left.
if you're subtracting, because the expression is 14 inches squared. So if you're subtracting both of them, you're also taking the inches squared too.
So your call is inch or inch square? What do you think? Now she just explained why she thinks inch squared is correct. Do you guys have any counter argument?
Well, we didn't have any other measurements except for inches squared.
So let's go back to the question. Which one is a better deal? After your calculations, 2 9-inch pizzas, right? Why?
Because it has more surface area.
And they're
Okay.
both the same cost.
Okay, so we are getting more area, which is, so how much more area are we getting?
Approximately 14 inches square.
Now, do you guys all agree with 14 inch square instead of 14 inch?
Yes.
Okay. Then let's just write down the final answer. Then can I just ask you a quick question? What makes the difference between 14 inch and 14 inch square?
Because inches squared, that means you have to square the entire answer. You have to make 14 by 14.
Classroom that you came from, we really appreciate